Hi, everybody.
Hi there.
We're back.
Yes.
My name's John Jay.
My name is Elton Scott.
And this is the Faculty Lounge Podcast, episode number
32.
All right, how you guys doing? We got a little smooth jazz coming on there after 10 after the hour.
Yeah, so before we get started, we'd like to let you guys know that we would love it if you like, subscribe, and comment to the videos.
And if you're watching with someone you care about, share with them. Send them that link.
Yes.
That's www.facultylounge.com.
One day. Soon. Coming soon. That's actually www.youtube.com/faculty lounge.
What he said. I'm drunk off bourbon. Nah, man. So we was just saying off camera, we don't really want to talk about none of this shit, but
yeah, man.
our job is to talk about shit. So even if we don't want to talk about it, we still got to talk about it.
Yeah, man. So I want to talk about your estranged uncle.
I don't have an estranged uncle. What are you talking about?
Because you've been loving on the dog father this whole podcast, 32 episodes, maybe 26 episodes. But for the last about month and a half, you have fallen out with Snoop Lion.
No, I have not fallen out with Snoop Lion. It's your fault. It's your fault. You like to point out all kinds of inconsistencies and inaccuracies with the people I like. Oh, first he was Snoop Doggy Dog, then he was Snoop Lion, now he's a cook, now he's doing the church album, and
now
did
he's
that.
Doing the stage play.
Yeah, you did that, man. I didn't make any connections with Snoop Dogg. You ruined Snoop Dogg for me.
Damn.
Instagram is ruining Snoop for me.
Yeah, man.
Like, look, so this is why I'm having such a hard time. It's only because I know Snoop Dogg only from videos and music, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need Snoop Dogg's opinion on things, right? And I know if I don't want his opinion, I ain't got to look at his Instagram. But everybody posts what Snoop Dogg says. And when I happen to hear it and I disagree, it's just like, ugh.
See, that's what you mean with the whole Kanye separating the artist from the art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Snoop is too visible.
Yeah, like I don't want to see Snoop this much.
Yeah.
Shout out to Snoop, but I don't want to see Snoop this much,
I
man.
definitely feel you, because there's a couple people on my feed that's like, bruh, I don't want to see you as much as I see you. Like, I see you 8 times as much as I see the person I went to high school with. Mm-hmm. You know, and speaking of people we went to high school with.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta rest in peace.
We had a sad loss
Yeah.
in that Lane Tech family class 03, man. That one caught me off guard, man.
Yeah, man. See, and I feel like we're out of the circle, man, because everybody's still, like, it was all over Facebook. It was all sorts of pictures of her with people outside of high school. Like, after high school, the whole Wendy's crowd still got up and got together.
You know what I noticed, though? Like, a lot of people in that crowd was related somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So...
But yeah, it can't take away from her, though.
Right. Rest in peace to Jacqueline Norwood.
Yeah.
Good friend to me, man.
She was cool. She was definitely cool.
Yeah. Good personality, man. She's always nice to me. Yeah.
I mean, but nobody ever says the mean stuff after somebody passes away. But
I really didn't have mean things to say about Jackie, though. Yeah, but that's crazy, man. We losing a lot of classmates so young, and it's like, man, is this the age where people have to die? That's my phone tweaking. What in the world? Hey,
get that guy out of here.
Shut up, man. All right, so, yeah, like, I wonder, like, for our parents, was this the age that they started seeing, like, their friends from high school and such start to pass away?
Like, just dropping, you know?
Right, like, just going out.
Because it's not like car accidents or drug overdoses. These are natural causes.
Yeah, like naturally occurring diseases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is, wow. So we're almost at the top of the hill. Mm-hmm. Like, and then there's only one place to go once you get to the top of the hill, and that's over the hill.
It's over the hill.
You know?
Yeah.
And once you get over, like I said a couple weeks ago, not to talk about this like that, but what I said was, once you get over the hill, you know, it's time to get life insurance. It's time to, you know, get your kids right.
You gotta get your prostate examined.
Yeah. Like that's to stay here. Yeah. To stay here, you got to get your prostate examined. Yeah. But to get over the hill, you got to know age.
To make sure it's okay when it happens.
Yeah.
Everything that,
Because I feel like with 33 is not the age to think about your last will and testament and you know what I'm saying, cashing out the 401k and getting $100,000 life insurance policy. And
I mean, although it wouldn't be a bad time to start. Like,
yeah. I definitely just started.
Like I got my fucking my deferred savings. I got like stuff going on.
Yeah, man. I just got my stuff going on, man. Shouts out to my employer for being a great company to work for. You know what I'm saying? I got a 401k. I got an IRA. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the job title might not be so prolific, but hey, fuck it. I got a 401k and an IRA. When you full health benefits.
When you make it to this point in your life and you start thinking about your mortality, man, it's weird how silly shit comes in the face of that. I think that goes back to like we was talking about how I feel about Snoop Dogg. Like, man, look, Snoop ass is blessed.
Yeah.
This man comes from Long Beach, California, to become one of the, like, all right, I was listening.
So he's from Mississippi, right? And then he went to high school in Detroit? Or he went to grade school in Detroit?
Right, he spent a small part of his youth in Detroit.
And then he ended up...
he went to high school at Long Beach
with Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, Long Beach Polytech.
Yeah.
Yeah, Poli-Sci, whatever. But this man is... I forgot who was having the debate, but I will say it with full confidence. Snoop Dogg is the most recognizable musician in the world.
No, you said rapper.
I know. I'm saying musician, period.
Nah. Because I'm going to tell you like this. Mm-hmm. We don't know the most popular musician, the most recognizable musician in the world. It's probably like David Guetta or fucking Madonna or somebody. Madonna's up there.
Now, see, I feel you, but at the same time, I don't. Because with like David Guetta, you have to be a fan of his music to know what he looked like, right? I have no idea.
What's wrong with your phone?
I don't know. I'm putting it down. I don't know what David...
I'm putting it down, man.
I don't know what David Guetta looked like because I don't like his music.
I don't know what he looked like. Oh, no. Oh,
you don't have to know nothing about Snoop Dogg music to know who Snoop is, though.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, like, you know, Snoop based off his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, we talking about this our mortality and being at that age when people start falling off and dying and making real life decisions. All of these things are converging on you, right? Mm-hmm. Snoop was killing them at age 33. So it's like, that's why I got so much love for the man, because he did it the best, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, I really don't want to see him talking about stuff.
I mean, last week he was talking about Kevin Hart and the Oscars, and then this week he's on stage with Cat Williams. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I thought you was either Team Kevin Hart or Team Cat Williams.
I don't know. I feel like, man, shit.
And then
he's still a man, so I shouldn't agree with everything he say.
And then he's talking about the whole Kanye Drake thing, you know, and it's just like, how you on Drake's side? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess you can be on Drake's side. You don't, like you said, you don't have to agree with everything a man says.
Joe, I don't even know what these dudes are in conflict about.
So it's I watched a whole 9-minute video.
Please enlighten me, because I don't want to. I get so tired of going into this. Like when Kanye, it's the same thing with Snoop. When Kanye start doing stuff like this, I tune out, because this is not what I want to know.
So Kanye, so the whole Wyoming thing, this is the latest in this 10-year battle that's been going on between Drake and Kanye, right? So it started off, Kanye produced the song on his freshman album, and he
the best I ever had, and did the video to sabotage him and shit.
And then you know, other shit happened, and then the throne was on that Drake song on the last album, and then they took it off.
All right,
on
they
the
took
album
Jay-Z's
version.
verse off.
So they took Kanye verse off because they took Jay-Z verse off.
Oh.
And then they and then in Wyoming, the last thing that happened was Lift Yourself. Kanye was like, this beat gonna be for you. I'm gonna give you this beat. You know? And then he get there and the whole 40 and the
All right, talking about the sun and all that. Yeah.
And then Poopity Scoop come out. And it's like I thought that beat was for me.
Oh wow. So that's why Kanye did the Poopity Scoop. Like, nigga, no, I'm not gonna give it to you. And in fact, I'm gonna make the worst possible use of this beat.
Yeah.
To spite you.
Yeah. On some shit. You know,
wow.
I thought it was just an introduction to Kanye's new ad-libs.
Man.
But yeah, people say that it was that was Kanye hitting Drake, you know. And then now Drake with the whole sicko mode, sneak this and no stylist, don't wear no 350s around me.
I'm gonna get offended if you come around with those shoes on.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, man.
It is.
This is very ridiculous. I must say, as a huge Kanye West fan and a huge Drake fan, I find this all to be preposterous.
It's literally, don't slap my slap, I slap your slap. They slapping each other's slap. Nobody's actually hitting each other.
And the worst part about this whole thing is that people are taking sides now.
I'm on Kanye's slap side.
Like, bruh, do you realize that we come from the era where when the biggest artists in the game had a disagreement, people died, man.
Yeah.
Like, both of those people died.
Yeah.
And now these guys are having a disagreement, and it's like, nigga, what are y'all talking about here?
Yeah, man.
Like, damn, what? I guess that's good for the culture?
But see, now it's a different. So the guys that died for that shit were rapping about dying for that shit, ready to die.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like they was there. They was really gang banging and selling cocaine and drugs and guns and
Tupac was really out here talking too much about shit he shouldn't have been talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And these guys, they rap about being the first rapper with a suit jacket and a backpack on.
And your latest clothing line and your latest sneaker.
Yeah, and how, Kiki, do you love me? And are you riding? You know, like it's a different era. These guys don't have to be street. They never had to be street in real life. So when they come to, I'm gonna ride past your house to the right. If I want to stop, I could see you on sight.
Look, right. So Yandi was supposed to come out on Black Friday.
Yeah, it was. That was the second pushback. Yeah.
Now we don't know when Yandi's coming out, but we know that he's deadly afraid of Drake at this moment.
You think he's afraid of Drake? You know what? I need Kim Kardashian to just come out and booty bump Drake. Like,
what do you mean booty bump? What are you talking about?
You know how you close the car door?
Oh,
she just got to come through and
just bump him out the way.
Just get out the way, man. And while she at it, no, she need to walk up, snatch Kanye's phone out of his hand, and booty bump Drake. And just be
so
like,
this is what
stop.
This is what Kanye meant when he said that him and Trump got kindred spirit,
dragon energy.
Because it's the same shit. It's just Kanye West is a significantly less important figure. But it's like you see the out of control tweets and the super impulsiveness that.
But the only difference is Kanye West admits that he has mental issues. Donald Trump will never admit that he has a mental issue.
Well, that's because he can't.
Yeah,
he can't do that. Kanye can because that's the wave right now.
Yeah, because he's an artist.
Yeah, it's
Donald
the
Trump's
wave.
not an artist. He's a contractor.
You see, mental health awareness is the wave, man. So
now you seen Ariana Grande got in it. I guess she was trying to drop a song with Miley Cyrus or something.
All right,
and she was like, "There's grown men fighting on Twitter right now. So if you guys could just like stop that for 1 second and let us drop this song and let the girls get a little shine right now. And motherfuckers jumped on her back. Like, shut up.
Look, man.
They got the meme with the microphone to the garbage can. Like,
oh, wow. Really?
yeah.
I like Ariana Grande, though, man.
I like her face.
Oh, you don't like her music?
You know, I'm not big into that. Like, I like Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
Like, that's the person who does that kind of music.
Yeah.
You know? Although she is very old compared to Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm. I feel it, though. Like, not grown men art, because I'm never into, like, people telling grown men what they should be doing. Like, ain't that a point of being a grown man? Like, man, I'm doing what I want to do.
But when grown men do what they want to do, it's toxic masculinity.
Oh, shit. I don't want to go back into this. Joe, I've had so many conversations.
See, now this is actually non-toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
These are just men going at it.
The least masculine form of masculinity.
Yeah.
There is no fisticuffs. There is no machismo involved in this. This is pure Twitter fingers, man.
He said it. He said it to Meek Mill. Mm-hmm. He said trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Yeah.
And it's so true right now. And Drake is not doing it.
Yeah. And that's crazy.
Drake is not on Twitter doing the Twitter thing.
Look.
Like, it's only Kanye.
Kanye was the reigning champion. Drake came out the victor in the war. But somehow, the only guy out here that's actually doing something great and is in a great space, musically and image-wise, is the man that just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Like, Meek Mill is killing y'all. Y'all better get focused.
And I called it.
What that?
I said, whoever gets nominated wins the battle.
Meek got nominated?
Scorpion was not nominated.
Oh, it wasn't nominated.
Daytona was nominated.
Right.
I called it.
You did call it. Hey, man. I owe you a handshake. Congratulations.
I just felt it. And Mac Miller was nominated.
See,
I called that also.
Okay. I want to talk about that. All right. So, I don't think Mac Miller should win.
Yeah.
Not because, for two reasons though. Because if he does win, that would be unfair because I can't speak for
a lot of great music.
Right. I can't speak for fact, but I know that Swimming was not one of the best albums of this year.
No, not by far.
Yeah.
My favorite is still Redemption. It was KOD. It was KOD for a long time until I couldn't put Redemption down.
It's hard for me, man, because
Droga's Wave is not an album. It's more like an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Droga's Wave is by far number 0. If we're going for number 1, Droga's Wave is.
But I will listen to, I will listen to Manila on repeat.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
And every time it come on, it feel like my first time hearing it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to the whole album last night. Hooligans is also the shit.
Let me ask you a question, right? So when we talk about the best, now it's already difficult enough to relegate one piece of art as the best piece of art in this genre over 365 days. That's an extremely difficult task, right?
Yeah, because Migos dropped Stir Fry. We don't even talk about that album. Culture
2?
3?
2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that album, Cardi B got nominated.
What I wanted to ask you is, when you think of the best, what is your criteria to call something the best?
I would say,
well, not even the best, to call something your favorite. What are the things that makes it yours?
Theme, song quality, like beat selection and lyrics to match the beat, choruses.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, is it actually good? Like, dude, is the rhymer rhyming? Like, J. Cole had it on the rhyming.
Right.
Like the true sign of intelligence, they say, is to make a really intricate, complicated thing sound so simple a kindergartner can understand it.
That's why I like Drake.
You know? But Drake don't be talking about shit.
Yes, he do. The same way you pointed out the Jay-Z bar to me,
Yeah.
Drake do the same thing. Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
If he do the same thing, he do it on some Ab-Soul shit.
No, he don't.
I walked in the door.
Nah.
Get it? Walked in the door.
So did you? How thoroughly did you listen to Side A of Scorpion?
I listened to it. Like.
Did you listen to it like you?
back.
You have to listen to it like you need to listen, like you listen to a Lupe Fiasco album.
See, I don't give Drake that much credit. You know?
Right. So you can't. That's what I mean. You should be giving him that much credit.
Like on J. Cole shit, there's no like double entendres. He's just actually using words that have the same last 3 letters.
See,
like,
now
he's actually rhyming and getting the whole thought out.
And that's why I say that about Drake, because it's full of double entendres, like a Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z is the king of entendres, double entendres.
Nah, it's Lupe. Jay-Z comes in second.
Well, I mean,
I guess why does not Lupe Fiasco count?
Because his albums are very difficult.
All right. Yeah, because you can
like even he'll say that. Didn't he say you got to go to Harvard to be a Lupe stan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like his albums are very difficult.
Yeah, because Jay-Z, like you hear it, and then 5 years later you're like, oh, Jay-Z said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know my favorite was nominated too this year. I have a hard time saying that, man, because that's not the album I went back to the most.
With Cardi B?
No. Fuck no.
Oh, man, she wants a divorce.
You're killing me, Smalls. So the album that I want to call my favorite is Victory Lap, right?
Yeah.
Now, I while I feel that way, I also, the 2 albums that I came back to the most, that I listen to still now, right? Because I think that's what really should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as far as you saying what's the best and what's your favorite. How many times you can go back and listen to it again? So
man, for me, it's definitely been Redemption, man.
Now I have 2. Mm-hmm. My 2 would be Black Thought.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And Eminem's Kamikaze.
See, I listened to Black Thought for like 2 months straight, and then I went back like 3 months later. Mm-hmm. You know, and then J-Rock Redemption. I've been listening to that shit like over and over and over and over again.
And I've been listening to Kamikaze like non-stop, right?
Like, yeah, Droga's Wave. But you have to listen to Droga's Wave over and over.
Right,
and over
you listen
again.
to that a lot because you have to really get what he's trying to give you.
Yeah.
Now, I listen to Kamikaze a lot. I listen to that a lot, right? See, and that's the thing. When I say that, I'm making that face in my mind because I know that's not the best album, right? Mm-hmm. So why do I keep going back to it?
KOD, I listen to a lot. Mm-hmm. The Cardi B shit, I listen to that. I listen to like the tracks that I liked a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I can't put Cardi B in there, man.
I didn't listen to it the way I should have, you know, or Nicki Minaj. I went back and listened to Nicki Minaj again, you know.
Nicki Minaj, that album just really dropped the ball for me, man.
Yeah, because she was really petty on it.
Yeah.
It was really, really petty. It was surprisingly petty.
Like, you can't be that petty in the sight of Cardi B.
Hey, shouts out to Vic Mensa, though, because last night I definitely played Hooligans until my battery died on my phone. Hooligans is
a really great piece of work, man.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he is taking the negative energy that he's getting from that BET freestyle and turning it over on itself, because you're getting such great art, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Vic Mensa made, a piece of art.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's energy.
Yeah.
It's less rapidy rap, more energy.
Like, I'm trying to do something.
Yeah.
Let me take you into this moment.
Yeah.
And show you 8 different versions of how I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I like that.
And see, I kind of.
And he got G Herbo to rap on beat.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
on beat.
That's what's up.
I just realized he got G Herbo and G Easy.
It landed the G's.
Double G's.
Don't. Yeah, but shout out to Young Victor, man.
Yeah, man.
I think that in this internet age, it's so easy to fall victim to being the bad guy and not being able to recover. It's like what I'm seeing is when I look in the comment section for Vic Mensa interviews and stuff, all I see is dude is trash, man. I don't even know. And all of this doesn't come from reception from the music.
No.
This is an opinion based on his opinions.
Yeah.
And
this is how you feel about Snoop.
Yeah.
Like, man, shut up. Just do what you're doing.
Right. Like
that's the thing about Snoop. Snoop is always doing something.
Always.
Like whether he got a St. Ives fit right now, a sweater, a sweatsuit. He got the pants and the hoodie, and the pants and the sweatshirt. You know, he dropped the St. Ives jogging fit. Then he dropped the cookbook.
They come with the gospel album.
Yeah. And then he do the gospel album. Then he's still doing the Martha Stewart thing. Then he's doing the stage play. Then he every time you see Snoop, he's either backstage somewhere or he's in a car driving somewhere. Yeah. You never see him at the crib chilling, doing a podcast.
You know, I think the you know what, you just brought something to my attention. I think that the fact that Snoop Dogg is so fractured into so many different pieces now, the problem that I be having is that, you know, it kind of seems like you would be the last person to be so critical, seeing as though you are in so many pieces and so many different bags.
I mean, but he can, because he's on this Michael Strahan shit.
No, I mean, you can. Like, you absolutely can.
He's on his Shaq shit.
I don't want you to not be in those different bags. But I mean, when I see you be so obtuse and critical of other people, it's like, damn.
But when I say Michael Strahan, Shaq, I mean, he's doing it and he's not getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying stuff that's going to get him popped.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's not doing anything that's going to tarnish his reputation.
Yeah.
He's just speaking his opinion.
Well, I mean, it depends on who. Of course, it's not going to tarnish his reputation. But I know it's a bunch of hardcore Snoop fans that ain't trying to see him cook with Martha Stewart.
But he's also not out there like, man, Kevin Hart, yeah, them faggots was being faggots.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, he's not doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, yeah, Drake, that nigga Kanye crazy, man. That nigga fucking crazy. You know, crazy people, you gotta stay away from the crazy people. You know, like he's not being harsh.
Yeah.
Like he's just voicing his opinions.
Yeah, that's why I try not to let that like be my opinion of the man.
But I would like to see a lot less Snoop Dogg on Instagram.
Me too. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, but we it's so much good music, man. We are gonna do our wrap up show, so let's move on to something else, man.
Music.
Despite how much I wanna, what about
5 Heartbeats are going to Broadway.
Shoot it up. That's the Temptations.
Jermaine,
Big Red, it's been a long time. Let's play Shot Brother. Yeah, man. I was talking to my mama, and it pissed me off, Joe, that Robert Townsend, I watched his Breakfast Club interview.
Robert Townsend got a Breakfast Club interview?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All of his movies flopped in theaters. All of them.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
But Robert Townsend is a legend.
Even Meteor Man?
Even Meteor Man.
Wow.
Robert Townsend is and Meteor Man had everybody in it.
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy Kane, James Earl Jones, Eddie Griffin, Chris Tucker, Tiny Zeus Lister, Luther Vandross, Marla Gibbs. It was a star-studded cast. Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
And Cypress Hill. Like, he had everybody in this movie, and it still flopped. And it pissed me off because it's like, man, they talk about Robert Townsend as the thing of legend, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like, how come that's not how come that didn't translate?
I mean, because he wasn't...
Like, was the black dollar not strong enough when he was making films in theaters?
You think he just never sold his soul? Because, I mean...
Because, I look at it like this. On one end of the spectrum, you got Keenan, right?
Yeah.
And then on the other end, you got Robert Townsend.
So where does Eddie fall in there?
Eddie falls in right in the middle.
Because, I mean, he got Harlem Nights. He got Boomerang. He got...
See, but he's
the clumps. Like Boomerang
that,
was his, right?
No,
Boomerang was the Eddie Murphy movie.
Was it? I don't think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Props to Eddie.
Yeah. Harlem Nights was an Eddie Murphy movie.
You sure about this?
I'm not sure about Harlem Nights, but I know for sure Boomerang was an Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah, I think
all the Dr. Doolittles and the clumps and the,
Eddie Murphy is if Kenan is here and Robert is here, Eddie Murphy is here. Like he's a tear in the dimension. Like he's a whole different kind of machine.
Because his movies went hard.
Yeah,
his movies did great in the box office.
Yeah.
Delirious and
Raw, the Doolittle films.
Yeah, I know. I remember going to the movies to watch Dr. Doolittle.
Mm-hmm. I remember going to see Nutty Professor.
Yeah, I went to see Nutty Professor too.
Yeah. So and Robert Townsend never received that critical acclaim or that box office.
I went to the movies for my 13th birthday. My mama said, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" I said, "Let's go to the movies." We get to the movies. The only thing playing was "Don't Be a Menace."
Oh wow!
And my mama took me and my little brother and my little sister to go see "Don't Be a Menace" for my 13th birthday.
Your mother is a saint.
She spent most of the movie doing this to my little
covering y'all eyes.
No.
Heck no. Oh yeah, but it's funny how he never got that critical acclaim or that box office validation.
He's definitely a cult classic.
Yeah. But see, when I think of cult classic, right, you can put directors like Tarantino in that box. But
Tarantino does good in the box office.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People go out and watch Django, and people went out and watched Hateful Eight, and people went out and watched. I'm just thinking of all the ones that I know.
And that's what I don't understand. Like,
I don't remember when Reservoir Dogs came out in the theater or Pulp Fiction came out in the theater, but all the ones that I remember, people went and watched, and it was a box office hit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how Townsend's art didn't translate.
Yeah, I guess it was too real.
I mean, like, because
you see Spike Lee is he's kind of wacky compared to a Robert Townsend film. A Spike Lee film is a little wacky.
I think Robert Townsend makes the kind of movies I want Tyler Perry to make. Yeah. Like the serious black drama, but he can also do the comedy.
Yeah,
he can also do the superhero movie. Like he can ham it up and still make a serious movie.
Like Robert Townsend. If he was our age now, like the director of the Black Panther, that guy is gonna go
Ryan
places.
Coogler.
Yeah, because he's still young, and he's known as a black man that makes serious movies, action films, big budget.
He
Hollywood.
did the first Creed too.
Yeah, and he did Fruitvale Station. So he's known for these serious black movies. But when Robert Townsend was doing this thing, it was still kind of like. You ain't funny, nigga. Shut up.
Yeah.
And he was doing these serious movies. That's what I feel. Yeah, I feel like that's why it didn't translate. Yeah. But if he would have come out in 2018
and do these movies, right? Because it's a different time for black film. I believe we're in a new black renaissance.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
With the music and everything,
Yeah. But nevertheless, given his past critical failures.
Music, fashion, skateboarding.
We got the 5 Heartbeats going to Broadway.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shouts out to Robert Townsend. I hope he gets some money for that.
Yeah. Oh, he is. He is. And he was talking about, like, man, they asked him what he was into. The only thing he could say was Get Out.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, man, he was like, man, I usually I'm watching Chappelle Show and I like Get Out.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. So 5.
So that's the shouts out, like, hey, man. Hey, Dave Chappelle. Hey, Keith Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, let's work.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, hey, I see y'all.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. Let's work.
Yeah, but I'm happy to see that because that was like a childhood favorite. And then you go in certain circles, they just not gonna know the 5 Heartbeats. Like that is truly a cult classic.
Yeah, man, because the way y'all was singing every song and
everyone. Yep. Because it's like we had mamas that recorded it on tape and we watched it every weekend.
Yeah.
Like over and over and over.
Yeah, you and Lo, y'all would just stand there and sing these songs. And I'd
Duck
be like,
and JT.
what the hell is y'all talking about? And then y'all, I think one of y'all bought it for me. I think Arlo bought it for me off the $5 rack.
Yep.
He's like, watch this.
Yeah, every melanated, well, I ain't even gonna say that. Every human needs to have the 5 heartbeats in their collection. If you have a heartbeat and you create and you can have a part in creating human children, you should have a copy of the 5 heartbeats. Congratulations to Robert Townsend, man.
Work it, JT. Work it.
Yeah. What else we got?
Yeah, man. There's nothing else I want to talk about.
I mean, I don't want to talk about nothing else really, but there are things that we need to talk about.
Oh yeah, Cardi B and Offset.
I mean, shoot, that's a lover's quarrel.
You seen he popped up on
the stage. She looked too mad.
Yeah, she like like damn. That's an actual relationship.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you see the game chiming in. The game was like, yeah, the game was on this.
What Chuck talking about, man?
Man, you gotta protect the family unit, man. Cardi B, I say you take them back because one, y'all got a beautiful daughter, and y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all, you just gotta protect the family unit. Y'all don't understand how important the family unit is. Ooh.
Now, while I'm afraid to say anything negative about the game, I'm gonna put him right in that Snoop Dogg box. Shouts out to the game, man. I always been a fan of the game, but Cardi B and Offset, it's funny to me because I actually believe Offset. Like, man, he loves his wife.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with loving your wife.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you hear the battle cry about black men need to stop being dogs and being faithful. When the man makes a mistake and tries to make up for it, y'all gonna call it fake.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of sense do that make?
I mean, Cardi B got fans.
True.
You know?
True.
And she got to be.
Are they as ravenous as like the Beehive or the Barbs?
I wouldn't. No.
Them motherfuckers vicious.
The Beehive
vicious.
is
She got doctors and lawyers.
Yeah. The Beehive transcends economic barriers,
right,
race
they're
barriers.
Socioeconomically solid.
Like there's 1%ers in the Beehive.
Right, like Beehive members go to Beyonce concerts, buy Beyonce merch. Don't stream the album, they purchase it.
Beehive members, if they can't get in the Soldier Field, will rent a helicopter and fly that motherfucker over Soldier Field just to see Beyonce.
Just to see Beyonce.
Like, everybody benefits when Beyonce comes to town.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't have an opinion about whether or not they should get back together or whatever that is. But I will say this, man. To see a black man, a black accomplished man, putting this shit on the line, you know, to actually get his woman back, that's something I like to see. And it's very admirable.
Yeah, man. That's the love that we need to see in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because people, all you hear is the music about doing the drugs now and fucking the hoes.
No. Not fucking the hoes. I just want the face.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
Yeah. That is true. It is all about the neck.
Yeah, I don't.
The neck up.
No, but yeah, it is funny. Like it shows. Now that's what's toxic. The internet is toxic. Social media is toxic because when you get this glimmer, this small little bit of nugget of positivity coming through, like truly a cry for reconciliation. Hell no!
You can't take him back. He's a toxic male.
It's like, you know, them fungus commercials, the Mucinex commercials. That's what the internet looked like in my mind. A bunch of them little Mucinex monsters running around.
Little Mucinex trolls.
Yeah, that's why I say it again. Use this bad boy as a tool, man. Get in and get out. You're gonna feel better. But I found myself on Instagram looking around and started questioning the validity of my life.
I don't know. I watch Instagram.
No, you stay off of there.
After I scroll up in my whole timeline and it says you're all caught up, then I hit the little search.
See, that'd be my problem, man.
And I look and I'd be like, oh, Like I sent you that dude, that one Snoop Dogg post I sent you this morning.
Oh yeah, with Buddy fighting something.
Dude, fuck that thing up.
Yeah,
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
Man.
He wasn't letting it breathe.
He said that was Kanye fighting Drake.
Wow.
Hit his ass with the 83 punch combo.
Yeah. Speaking of 83 punch combos, shout out to Saul Canelo Alvarez with his victory over some guy last night. That's all it was some guy.
I mean, isn't everybody some guy?
Nah, he fought Rocky Fielding. All right, he had a belt, but this dude is not a fighter that should have been fighting Canelo Alvarez. Like, you seen Canelo fight before, right?
Yeah.
This is the mean, lean cinnamon machine, right? This motherfucker can really, really fight. And he put dude down in the third round from a body shot.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like, man, you
That's
fight.
power.
It's a tune-up fight, man. It's like, I
So
guess.
who he finna fight next?
So he's either going to be fighting Daniel Jacobs, Jamel Charlo, two fighters which I think he's not going to fight, or he's going to fight another journeyman because he's a, excuse me, Canelo moved up in weight. He ain't a welterweight no more. He a super middleweight. So now he got to fight somebody in the super middleweight class or go back down.
Yeah.
So he gonna be fighting somebody, and it's gonna be another cleanup fight, because they gotta protect their cash cow. And the sport of boxing is gonna continue to look sadder and sadder and sadder, and they're gonna keep going over to the UFC, man. I get tired of this mess.
Yeah, man.
I downloaded the app
really
to watch this fight.
You are really into the boxing.
Yeah.
The males touching on each other.
I mean,
You
it's the pugilistic sport. It's the sweet science, man. It's the art of the fisticuff. How could you not, at least be captivated by the thought?
Oh no, I like words.
Hey, man, that's why you can play a lot of instruments. There you go. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to congratulate him on the win, man. I know you don't know nothing, so we can't really talk about it, but
hey, congratulations.
Congratulations, man. Let's see.
I mean, what else? Santana going to jail?
Oh, yeah. Santana is going to jail, man. They said 37 months.
37 months ain't that long.
When you're Joel Santana, I think that's long, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause look, he's on Love and Hip Hop now.
Yeah.
Dipset put out a great album. Did you listen to the Dipset album yet?
Yeah, I listened to it with you.
Yeah, it's a great album, man. I think they're doing 37 months. That's 3 years, man.
Yeah, I guess that's somebody's gonna take all your money.
In 2022, are we looking for Joel Santana to make music anymore?
Nah. We looking for Joel Santana to possibly make a cameo on Empire or a Tyler Perry movie.
Like, he's gonna be.
But that's still money, though.
Yeah. I'm not sullying his success as a man. I'm just talking about musically.
I was watching. Damn, what's his name? Not Big O. Somebody from the Stetatonics. Damn, I'm fucking up rap history right now.
Yeah, yes you are.
But I was watching a rapper from the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
White beard, white hair, everything. And he was just talking about how he's better now than he ever was as a rapper. Because now he can take something from Jay-Z or Kanye West, or he can listen to Travis Scott and get inspiration. Or he can, you know what I'm saying? So he got all these different inspirations now that he didn't have. Back in the day, he was only getting inspiration from Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, you know what I'm saying? Those guys.
Oh, it's so much more ways to be inspired.
Yeah, and then now he could like he said, me battling 20-year-old me, I would kill 20-year-old me right now because I'm so much better. And I feel like that late 90s, early 2000s generation of rap, like the videos, the Hype Williams videos and the Director X videos made these guys' faces so popular that they're going to be in Hollywood for the rest of their life. Like if they want to, they can be in Hollywood and their face will be recognizable for the rest of their life.
So you see that like he'll always have the name. Like it'll always be Dipset that he can. You know what I'm saying?
Just Joel Santana.
Well, I mean, I'm the only reason why I look at it in such a sad light is because we only got 2 Santana albums. Some will argue we only got 1 good Juelz Santana album. You know what I'm saying? This was the resurgence of Dipset. We were seeing him on Love and Hip Hop, doing music and putting out mixtapes. This was Santana coming back to give his fans what they was waiting for. And me as a Santana fan, as a Dipset fan, Dipset
is another one of those cult.
It was a Chicago wave.
Yeah, it was.
Chicago. I can't speak for nowhere else, but I know in Chicago, Dipset was the wave.
Dipset ran Chicago for a little while. So, but Chicago and Harlem are very similar.
That's what I've heard.
Very similar.
I've never been to Harlem.
And I was walking through Harlem one day. I was like, man, look at that shit, Joe. And dude was like, where you from? You from out west, ain't you? I'm like, out west in Chicago? Like, yeah, Joe, I'm off Madison and Central.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck you doing in Harlem?
Yeah, man.
I've been here for 10 years, Joe.
It sucks though, man. It sucks because maybe we'll get. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something before he goes in to do his time. But it's sad, you know, because I watch Love and Hip Hop too, because it's good. You know, it's Mano, it's Papoose and Remy, it's Joe Budden.
You see, I always get Mano and Mano mixed up.
Oh, you shouldn't.
You always say that.
Yeah, this is a totally different thing, man.
Yeah, because Mano would probably get beat up by Mano.
I'm not gonna say that, but I say Mano is really different. Yeah, but you know it's good. And watching Santana with his family and his wife or whatever. Well, he just proposed to Kimbella, so watching that and then him knowing that he got to turn himself in, it's like he knows
he got to get married before he turned himself in. Or it's 3 years with none. Dang.
No, he proposed at the show or whatever, at the Dipset show. So him and Kimbella finally gonna get married, but
that's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
man.
We hope nothing for the best for Santana though, man. And hopefully we get a project from him, something to listen to while he's sitting down, man, doing his time.
And you got Santana going to jail. You got Ty Dolla $ign possibly going to jail.
Yeah, for
cocaine in Atlanta.
Look, this year. It's been so many hip hop artists that have died and gone to jail.
Yeah,
or been hit with cases and are facing jail time.
Man, so the whole Rainbow Dan trial, they saying that they not finna accept no bargains. Look, because they got evidence that he finna get off.
Listen to me, fam. Listen to what I'm saying to you. They saying what they ain't gonna do. The feds ain't even offered nothing.
Yeah.
Like you could say what you want until that offer on the table.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear none of that shit.
And if the feds ain't offering nothing, that means they got everything they need. I watched Power. I know how the feds work.
Hell no. Look at Angela Valdez over there. Got him on the Rico.
You got Santana going to jail. You got Ty Dolla $ign going to jail. So we're talking about jail, we might as well talk about Van Dyke.
Mm-hmm.
He's the judge won't repeal his guilty verdict. They're like, nope, you're guilty. We're not taking that back.
So he was trying to get a new trial?
No, he's trying to get
he was trying to get the sentence overturned.
Yeah. No, the verdict overturned. He's trying to get the verdict overturned.
Oh.
You know?
Really?
Yeah.
So what did they gave him second degree murder, right?
Yep. And 16 counts of
aggravated assault. Okay.
Yeah. So and he's getting sentenced on January 18th.
Look, for what he did, he shouldn't have been trying to get shit.
Yeah, repealed. I mean, but you know, he got lawyers. His union has great lawyers.
Oh yeah, it's a fraternal order. They handle this kind of business. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, man, boy, you know what you were supposed to get.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
hope he gets something, man.
Oh no, yeah, they can't.
I hope he gets that 10 to 12.
It's gonna turn into something very ugly, man, if he don't get sentenced the right way.
Yeah, man.
You know, and that's not what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't want
people looting the Gucci store,
right?
Because you know what I'm saying. Although I wouldn't mind a Montclair. Y'all can, if somebody find me a black Montclair bubble vest, I'll be down.
I'm looking for a Ralph Lauren peacoat with the little wood fasteners.
the little wood.
That's what I'm looking for, man.
All right,
Yeah. But Jason, So I mean, I think he'll be sentenced appropriately.
Yeah, they're gonna do us right. I think they're gonna do us right.
Yeah. What else we got?
You was talking about the 7-year-old girl that passed in the border patrol.
Oh, right.
In custody.
So they arrested her father. So they had to take her into custody. And while in custody with the border patrol, she got sick and died, right? So I was thinking about this, right? Now this was Guatemalan.
All right.
Okay, so you know that geography better than me.
Yeah.
Are these people that are in this Honduran caravan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico.
Okay. So how many miles have they walked to get to the United States border?
Thousands.
Thousands of miles.
Yeah.
Right? So these people are poor, disenfranchised people walking thousands of miles without proper shelter, without proper nutrients, without all of the essentials for a 7-year-old to be a healthy, thriving human being.
Yeah.
So at the point where the 7-year-old met their eventual end, the blame is being put on the United States Border Control officers, right?
I see where you're going with this.
I'm just trying to get some understanding going on here, because how can we ask for injustice? I mean, ask for justice and not look at things for what they are.
Yeah, I didn't think none of that. I thought when you told me about the headline, I thought like she was beaten to death or she was like locked in a room and starved. But I didn't think about the fact that she walked thousands of miles. She's probably dehydrated.
Dehydration and malnutrition and exposure.
Yeah.
You know, like
she was definitely tired. That's a hard life, man. That's a hard life. 7 years. You were only here for 7 years.
Yep.
You walked thousands of miles. She probably walked more than I've walked my whole entire life.
Yep.
Eating way less than I ate by the time I turned 7. Drank way less water than I drank by the time I turned 7. You know what I'm saying? By 7, I knew 2 languages and knew how to play 2 instruments. Read and write 2 languages. You know? She was...
So what I'm
barely just trying to find a toilet with toilet paper.
And what I'm thinking about is like, why is the onus in this situation being put on the United States?
Because that was the end game. What's the end game of walking thousands of miles to get to the United States to possibly find a better life?
Now, you know what I was thinking about. What did they go through traveling through Mexico?
I think it was easy to get through Mexico. I think the Mexican...
But the Mexican government won't let them go back.
Just like, hey, you can just walk. You can have this road.
But they won't let them go back through.
They won't let them go back through? Oh, yeah, because they know people going to disperse on the way back down. Just like, so America has to pay for all these flights to fly these people over Mexico to get back to Honduras.
So the border security released a statement saying that they are urging people with children not to put their children in danger by trying to enter illegally with your children. Which makes sense to me, because I'm not going to go and try to rob a bank with my 4-year-old in the backseat.
Yeah.
And then complain about you taking my kid away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
Like, it's harsh, and I know it don't sound good.
Yeah.
But you gotta put it in the raw, man.
Man, and you put it like that, yeah. But I mean, when you're doing this for your kids,
yeah, you don't have a choice.
You're not robbing the bank for your kids. You're robbing the bank because you want more than you have.
You might be
robbing
a bank for your kids.
To rob a bank, you gotta have a car, you gotta have a gun, you gotta have intel, you gotta have a smartphone.
To rob anybody. I'm not gonna rob you with my kid with me.
Yeah, like, I feel that. But some people, somebody might run in this gas station and snatch a gallon of milk and eggs with the kid with them to feed the kid.
Now, you speaking of desperation.
Yeah, that's what this is.
No, and I understand desperation. I'm just asking the question, inside of desperation, what is one to do as a nation?
We're not desperate though.
No, I'm saying, what do we do about their desperation?
What we do about each other's desperation?
Nothing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was much worse than everything I said, man. You have a way of saying the harshest things in the most sensible way. Like, I just feel like I said the worst things ever, and then you come through, we'll do what we do about everyone else's problems. Nothing. Sounded like a tagline from a movie.
No, I mean, it's true though. Like, that's the answer to the question that we've been ending every podcast with for the last month. What can we do for these people? As a Chicago native, the person who lives and works in Chicago, I'm so far detached from the Texas and California borders. Like, what can I do for these people down there? Like, literally nothing. Like, they're snatching your kids away from you. They're putting you on ships and planes and sending you back. Mexico don't want you. America don't want you. And you're stuck right between Mexico and America. Like, what can I do for you? Like, I could send down a 100-pack of Lunchables. That's only going to feed 100 people one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can send down every pair of size 10.5 shoes I have that I don't wear. But that's only going to put shoes on 7-8 people's feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? You know? Like, 7-year-olds are dying in custody. You know what I'm saying? There's kids, they were snatching Mexican kids from their parents and giving the wrong kids back to the wrong parents. Like, it's fucked up down there.
That's tough. It's tough.
You know?
It's tough.
Like, I don't know what I can do. Like, I have no idea what I can do to help these people, man. And it's sad to be so callous. Like, there's nothing I can do, so I'm gonna do what I do with everybody else's pain. Nothing. You know?
And do what I can for mine.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the American way at the end of the day?
Yeah, it's capitalism.
Yeah, you do what you can do for your.
Yeah.
And if you got a little extra and you want to do something for somebody else, you do what you can.
Yeah, now I've seen, like, now this is true also, is that when you do something negative to somebody, it affects them negatively, it affects you negatively, and it affects everybody who saw it negatively. Like, you cut somebody off in traffic and they honk the horn and you flip each other off. The next person that saw that standing on the bus stop might get to work and curse their boss out.
That's a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the same thing happens for positivity. Like, if you stop the car and you like the other day, there was a box in the middle of the intersection. I pull up to the red light, hop out the car, grab the box, throw it on the sidewalk. The guys in the tow truck across coming this way in traffic, they clapped at me. Thank you, man. Thank you for being a human being in this human community and getting that box out the way.
And behaving humanly.
Everybody else was driving around, and this one box with nothing in it was slowing down traffic because people didn't want to just run it over. They wanted to drive around it slowly and, you know, hit the brakes. And I sped up the flow of traffic, you know, just by moving this box out the way. And that probably set off a chain reaction. Somebody else probably, you know, ate half of their sandwich and gave the other half to the homeless guy standing outside, or bought the homeless guy a sandwich, or bought somebody a cookie out the coffee shop, or bought somebody, you know what I'm saying, or gave somebody the shoes off their feet, or, you know, like, you know, like, starting, I guess that's one thing we can do. And maybe that'll reach down to Texas. Start off a positive chain reaction. You know?
I don't know, man.
Like, I've seen some guys.
It's like what we talked about the internet. Like, no matter how positive, motherfuckers always gonna be able to come in and ruin it.
They can't ruin it if it's not theirs. Like Hooligans still came out despite all the comments on all the interviews and the posts and the this and that, and it was a great project.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, you can't stop something that you have no control over. You know, you control it and you can throw bricks at it and throw rocks at it. You could shoot it,
but
you can't blow that motherfucker up.
Right. whether it stops or not is
up to who started it. Yeah. So if you start a positive chain reaction, it might fizzle away, but nobody's gonna stop it. Nobody's gonna shit on your parade. Nobody's gonna piss down your back and tell you it's raining. You know
right. It's like
that was your positive reaction.
It's like with what was it, Hurricane Harvey in Texas.
Yeah.
Like that was just a positive wave that started, or the hurricane in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I get
in
what
Texas,
you
had
Trade of Truth.
Trade of Truth. Yeah, I was going to say Zero, but it's Trade of Truth.
Yeah,
he was down there doing great things. In Puerto Rico, you had
Fat Joe now.
Yeah, Fat Joe got a plane from Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z, let me hold the plane. All right.
Hey, you can use the plane.
You know?
That's a horrible Jay-Z impression.
But just to have a plane to give somebody, and just to know somebody with a plane, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Like, man, just doing what you can is good,
than
not doing nothing. Yeah. So while we can't change the fate of these people or what they're going through, I guess us doing this is somehow a part of that chain reaction.
Because I mean, this ain't the first week we talked about it.
It's not the second or the third neither.
You know, and we keep bringing it up because stuff keeps happening down there,
and it's important. This is important for humankind.
Yeah, this isn't just an American thing or a Chicago thing. This ain't no Jabari Parker getting benched. This is actually affecting the whole Western Hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, although Jabari Parker did get benched. Man, bust your ass a little more, man. I ain't saying go Derrick Rose hard and hurt yourself. I'm just saying,
look, you got to see the right. You got to see the writing on the wall, man. The organization sucks. He just coming back from one of the worst injuries a player can suffer to an organization that don't give a crap about that team season. Why he gonna go out there and play hard? For what? To get hurt again?
To get a better deal when it's time to go.
Man, no. He gonna bide his time just like Kawhi Leonard did and get picked up by a team that give half a crap.
Kawhi Leonard going hard in Canada.
He gonna end up in Canada with Kawhi. And they gonna be the Canada brothers.
The Canadian
They're gonna be called Canada Dry. And they gonna be Team Dunk the Ball.
Team Dunk the Ball.
Every game, man. Every game. Yeah. Oh, that's nah.
That's my Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that sucked. That's horrible. Well, yeah, man. This was not an episode full of topics I wanted to discuss.
Yeah, man. We didn't talk about any of the stuff we didn't want to talk about.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
And most of the stuff we talked about, we didn't want to talk about.
True.
But we had to do a show for y'all, man.
That's how much we care, man.
For y'all.
I almost wanted to put together a crappy clip show this week.
Hey, man.
I mean, I ain't gonna call it crappy because it's us, but clip shows usually mean I don't give a damn. But I do give a damn, and that's why we sitting here right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, so I am about to pour myself another glass of
bourbon. Yeah, man, this is a pretty good drink.
Yeah, man.
It's leafy.
So we're about to get on to the next period. So what time is it?
Time to get back to the students.
Double salute.